What's up, YTPC? Put my keys over there. This is DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video. Still Smoking by Savory Pot with some plum pudding in it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Accidentally inhaled. It happens from time to time. Trying to find my tamper here. Where did it run off to? Oh, what the hell. I guess I'll have to use my finger. Still drinking the Arcos Boxcar number 5 English style porter. Very, very dark porter. Going well with the plum pudding. This is a weekend pipe chat talking about well, basically getting you guys caught up on what I've been up to. Let's start with a couple weeks ago when I went to Denali. So, I had a 26-minute video for you guys. That just refused to upload, but I'll give you the cliff notes of that. So, couldn't get a video of Denali itself because my phone was constantly dead. We got there and it was absolutely pouring rain. I couldn't smoke my pipe outside because we didn't have, the RV that we were staying in didn't have like a, a roof that you could smoke outside with. And because it was opening day for, bull moose for tags in that area, and because it was the second weekend of opening day for almost everything, but especially caribou in that area, we saw more people there than wildlife. I saw one caribou, one cow, moose, a hawk, a couple of birds, and a ground squirrel. Other than that, there were hundreds of people. And they were everywhere. I mean, they were up and down the roads. They were, if you went up along the hills in Denali Park, and you got to the top of the hills, you can see side-by-sides and tents dotting the top of the hills. And we were a good, I don't know how many miles away from McKinley we were. We were probably about, if I had to take a wild stab in the dark guess, I would imagine we were about 10 miles from Denali Mountain itself. And some places you can see it, but not on the day that we went out. And, well, the side-by-side that we were going in, either the rear axle or the differential got fucked up. Just going through a piece of terrain that was too deep. So we got towed out of there, fortunately, by a party of people. We being me and my stepdad. One second. Here we go. But yeah, that was a couple weeks ago, and throughout last week, I worked on my military entrance, or the process of entering the military. I took the FAFSA again. Hadn't taken that since high school, but I ended up qualifying for every MOS in the Army. So, what I'm thinking about doing with my own personal background, my educational background, and kind of where I want to take my life, I think I'm going to do the plan now, once I get in the Army, if I get in the Army, fingers crossed. My MOS will be 68 Foxtrot, which is a physical therapist. And then, once I get in, I'm going to go back to school, go through ROTC, which, by the time you get out of that, you'll be a second lieutenant. But I want to go back to school and get a degree in occupational therapy, because that actually sounds like it would be more right up my field. For those of you who don't know the difference, the best way I can explain it, a physical therapist will increase the rate at which the injury heals through specialized exercises, but once the injury itself has healed enough to establish a full range of motion, like let's say you injure your shoulder and your external rotation is limited to here, okay? A physical therapist will make it so that you have full external and internal rotation of your shoulder. An occupational therapist will say, well, what do you do? What is your profession? If you're a carpenter, you have to be able to swing a hammer. You have to be able to swing a hammer that weighs around a pound or so, repeatedly several times a day. So your shoulder should be strong enough to be able to handle that kind of stress throughout multiple days. And same holds true for if you have any recreational activities that put a lot of stress on your shoulders. An occupational therapist will actually take it a step further, your rehab that is, and they'll make sure that you're physically prepared to do whatever it was you were doing before you got injured. So that's the plan, guys. Plan might be halted at the moment because my turn signals were going out right as I was at a four-way intersection, and I went to turn left. They weren't working, and a cop was on the right-hand side of the road, and of course he pulled me over and gave me a fix-it ticket. So I have 30 days to get that fixed, or I have points on my license, and I have to pay a $500 fee. But once I have that cleared, I should be fine as far as the military entrance is concerned. They'd rather you not have anything like that going into the military, obviously. But other than that, it's just a waiting game to get my waivers approved. and get sworn in and pick a date to go to boot camp. One second. But the other reason I'm keeping this short, guys, it's currently 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been doing a lot of running around. And I gotta be out of here, headed back up to Denali by 5. The new plan, now that the side-by-side is FUBAR, well, it's probably not fucked beyond all recognition, but not serviceable, let's just put it like that. Because it's not serviceable, my stepdad and I are gonna head out early, head up to Denali in one of the pickup trucks, and by Alaska state law, you have to be off the drivable surface of the road in order to, as far as, you know, the legal distance for being off of the road and hunting, or even shooting for that matter. And, well, my mom's caribou was done right off the drivable surface of the road. My brother's was done actually on the Denali Highway, on the way up to Denali Park, in the same game management unit that you're supposed to hunt caribou on. So that's the plan. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, guys. Hopefully I could get some videos up of the trip. Hopefully I'll actually get to shoot at something. But at any rate, this has been DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video. You guys have a great weekend.